What's up, my family? Listen, first-time listener, or you've been here the whole damn time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, giddy up, let's go, enjoy the clip, no notes.
A bit into this trade, man. People that watch, Philly podcast, that watch our show or watch our channel, and watched my live yesterday, saw me kind of, freak out. I went crazy, and then by dinner time, I felt a little bit better. But what was your first reaction to the trade? Like, how did you feel?
Well, people were sending it to me, and it was just like the NFL rumors Twitter account. So I was like, you know what? I've seen other people post like Zach Ertz was traded, but he's still on the team. So I was like, listen, pump the brakes. This didn't happen. And literally within 30 seconds, it was official. And I just had that sinking feeling in my stomach that is this really the move that we wanted to make right now? I know that we've talked about trading back, and we honestly, it's a smart move in a sense of trade, the essence of trading back, right? We do have a lot of holes to fill. We could benefit from multiple draft picks. But now you wanted to pull the trigger now? You couldn't see what the Dolphins did and then start negotiating with other teams that possibly want to trade up for a quarterback or something. You couldn't reach out. Literally it was bang, bang. The Dolphins made their trade, and within 10 minutes, you wanted to go ahead and seal the deal. We'll package this and give you these picks. Instead, you could have possibly held on to that 6th pick until draft day. One of two quarterbacks dropped down to the 6th spot. The Patriots, the Bears, anybody probably could have reached out and gave you something even more. But instead, you go ahead and do it now prematurely. I get what Howie's doing. I get next year, if Carson Wentz places 75%, next year we'll have 3 first-round picks, which is cool. And you just have to hit on them. And you can't also just, I feel like, waste them in a trade that you hope that pans out for I would hate to say it, obviously Deshaun Watson is a phenomenal player, but would you, and I'm asking you, Joe, would you want to give up all 3 first-round picks to have a guy like Deshaun Watson on the team?
I don't know. If it was Russell, and this is going to sound stupid because of age, people are going to be like, well, you'd rather take a third. Russell Wilson has proved you can give him a pile of just fifties, you know what I'm saying? Just do. You can give him a pile of do, and he will make it something. They had a horrible defense last year. Horrible defense. And he's a proven quarterback to me. I love Deshaun Watson, but between, he's not the picture of health. Let's be honest there. And not only that, he's had weapons and he hasn't really gotten them anywhere. He's put up numbers. Don't get, that's nice and everything, but he hasn't really had the team success that I feel like Russell Wilson has. And you can blame that on coaching. You can blame that on this, on that. There's just so much more that goes with someone like Deshaun Watson that doesn't go with, a Russell Wilson. I'll take the 4 or 5 years, maybe more, from Russell Wilson over the possibility of a clean 10. Let's get negative for a second.
Hey.
Let's get negative for a second. We got let's go with the last 10 minutes. We're gonna get some negative thoughts in here. So, what's the worst thing that what are some bad things, I should say? We always ask people in our mock draft series, what's the worst thing that the player can do?
Happened, Joe.
So now that the worst thing happened, what's left? How else can he ruin this? I mean, is there any way?
Mac Jones. Getting Mac Jones at 12. I mean, I know some people are high on him, right? And he could very well turn out to be a great quarterback. But we just
are high.
Yeah. But I feel like we don't need a quarterback right now. I think give the shot to the guy you drafted in the 2nd round. The guy that I get it. Maybe you really, really deep down in your heart believed we just need a solid backup, and that's how you have success in this league, just in case your quarterback goes down. I get that. But now the point is that Carson Wentz is gone, and now you need to let that 2nd round pick live and let him really play and be a contributor to this football team. I don't need to waste good draft picks on scout team people. That's just a waste. So you use the 2nd round pick. He very well might be that steal. You never know. Give him a shot. He could have been the steal of last year's draft in the 2nd round quarterback wise. and draft players around him, get that quote unquote assets to build this team, because you know you're going to have aging players that are going to leave. Build up this team, and eventually, if he doesn't pan out, then at least your team looks attractive for another quarterback, that they're not coming into a shitty situation. But I just don't want to see a quarterback drafted this year. I don't want to see more picks to move up for a quarterback. Nah.
I don't want to see. Where do I start? I think Mac Jones is number one. Moving up and trading up to number two to get a quarterback would be number 1B. Those two would be just anything involving a quarterback has one in front of it, and then you just categorize it from there. But that's the main thing. Do not go get a quarterback.